element in making the final list. Like you want your games to appear on the final list. You want people to like your games. So,
best.
what do you think? I said vest.
Oh man, I was like, I have that one Cable where he's got the big, metal vest. I think Bishop has a nice vest sometimes.
Yeah, Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does Bane have a vest?
Tom Hardy Bane.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises Bane.
I still
Great
haven't
video
seen
game.
that.
See, I was going to put Power Girl at number 1 because I thought you said chest superhero games.
David, shut up for a minute. I'm sorry. Did Jesse just say he hasn't seen The Dark Knight Rises?
No, I haven't. I've heard Kevin Smith describe it like beat by beat to Scott Mosier on a podcast once.
Why would you do that instead of just watch it?
I can do that while I'm, mowing lawns, and because watching a movie while mowing lawns, last time I did that, I got into a lot of trouble when I crashed the mower into the swimming pool. Wah, wah, wah. Roll the footage.
But in the 11 and a half years since the movie came out, I'm assuming you've seen other movies. I mean,
Yeah, I just,
and I assume you saw the first 2 movies in the Nolan Batman trilogy. Batman Begins, Dark Knight.
Oh, the Nolan. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I thought you skipped over to the Batfleck thing, and I was like,
no. The less said about those, the better.
But yeah, I saw Begins. I saw, Why So Serious? Those were fine films. I liked them a lot. But for some reason, I just never got around to seeing Dark Knight Rises, and I was like, well, I've read Dark Knight Returns, and that's really fun.
Yeah, not really the same thing.
No, not at all. Not in the league. Like, I think the only thing that's kind of similar is, doesn't Batman take some time off in this one?
Oh, yes.
So that's probably the only thing that is the same as Dark Knight Returns.
Probably, yeah. Interesting. You should watch the movie. Maybe
that might be fun a movie night.
Yeah, geez, I would never have thought that one of us would have not seen The Dark Knight Rises.
And I'll make sure to watch it the night before. That way I can watch it twice.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime we're planning on doing like a cool superhero night, just watch the movie the night before so you can't be surprised by it. I would hate to see anybody's authentic reaction.
What a lovely singing voice. Isn't that where that Fernat Branca thing comes from?
It is.
Fucking right.
Okay.
How do you even know about Alfred and his love of Fernat Branca?
Because Kevin Smith really loves Batman, so whenever he talks about the Batman movie, like, he talks about it in such a way that I feel like I've seen the movie. Like, I know when we're watching it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I heard Kevin say this, and then he made a fucked up joke that made Scott Mosier laugh.
Whoa, hold up. Are you saying that Kevin Smith, father of Harley Quinn Smith, loves Batman?
Yeah, he actually wrote a few Batman books too. A lot of people got upset because he peed. Oh yeah, didn't he make
Onomatopoeia?
Yeah, the guy who makes the sounds.
You've lost me, but that's okay.
So, you guys ready to start the show?
I was gonna say, are we not on? I was just making. Yeah,
we're on.
Sure.
We're just chatting.
Just checking.
Comic nerds.
Yes.
Yeah. So, who is ready for a countdown?
I'm not.
Okay.
What? I'm not.
Oh shit!
Can a guy not be ready?
I thought I made a short version of the theme for this, and I can't find it, so I'll just pull up the full theme.
Just play the regular theme and cut it after like 10 seconds.
Or just play the regular theme. It's not really
the Batman 66 theme, but instead of it saying Batman, it says Tunas.
Let's see here. Let's go to my Game on Tune folder. Soundboard converted.
Biff.
I still don't want to screw around with the whole music, the whole soundboard taking on my keyboard thing, so I'm just loading this up right into my music player instead. Game on Tune theme. Country. Let's try that one.
You know the warehouse fight with Batman in Batman v Superman?
Is that the Martha one?
Yes.
Yeah.
one of the greatest things that I have seen is somebody took that and edited in the sound effects and visuals and the theme from Batman 66.
Nice. Pow.
Carefully.
Punch.
Glock.
Oh, you
Zap.
said pow. I thought you were asking how.
I don't know.
Like, how do they do that?
Well, how do they edit stuff?
Bananas.
I thought he really hit that guy so hard it said Zach.
This shit's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Man, Gwen Stefani really taught a whole generation how to spell bananas.
Have you seen like those pictures where it just shows like a toilet with bananas in it? Or like then there's one and it's like a King Kong going up the side of a building, but like bananas are falling out of his butt.
That's incredible.
You know, Gwen Stefani's like, that's not what I meant, guys.
I was thinking about, I think it was Dimitri Martin. It was like, I hate the word banana because I always forget how to spell it. And he has like a whiteboard. It's like B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A. Fuck!
Banana. Ugh. Dustin Rhodes looks like one of those Titans from Attack on Titan.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, now I'm ready. Sorry.
All right. Let's see here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game Night 2.
Not hearing anything, Johnny.
Oh yeah, because shit. Sorry, because I didn't have the music player plugged into the audio call. So hold on. Let me. I just restarted my recording by mistake. I actually hit the wrong stop. Okay. Music output into call, and then I'll take it out of the call once we get going here. Okay. Here we go.
Welcome to Game Night 2.
Still nothing.
Huh. Okay. Music.
Always what you want to hear from the producer. Huh.
What mic am I hooked up to? That's oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is for real this time.
Welcome to Game Night 2.
Well, that theme song really sets the mood for the night. What's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune, and we're back in the house. It's your boy John Harrington here. Welcome to Die. We've got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
We got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
No!
What was that?
That's the, you know, from Captain America and the Avengers.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Does Captain America and the Avengers have such a famous no that?
Yeah, it has some really, really silly voice sounds.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was Star Wars Episode 3.
No.
Well, that's not a good line reading on Star Wars Episode 3, man.
I was gonna say the episode 3 starts off like it starts off longer. No.
Yeah, I was trying to sound digitized, which.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really tough to do.
Yeah,
naturally.
I'm not a robot.
No, exactly. It's tough to imitate a robot. By just doing a difference in your voice. Johnny, go ahead and give us a robotic no.
No, that's not right.
Or was
no.
That's better. You know, hollow sounding, metallic. Well done. Not really, but it's all good. Man, what a start. Game That Tune. It's casual night. We're hanging out. We're goofing. No guessing game tonight. We're doing a new concept. You know, we recently did a draft of our favorite Nintendo Switch games, and I thought, man, it was pretty fun drafting those things. But like, what if we just didn't do that exact same thing and tried another way to discuss some of our favorite things? And we should probably, like, I don't know, go on Fiverr and commission a new theme song for like some of these new concepts we're doing. But guys, it's time for us to make a list. The list. And this list is going to be the definitive list of the all-time greatest superhero video games, inspired by my recent viewing of one of the all-time greatest superhero movies, Madam Web. We had a couple of options on the table tonight. It was watch Madam Web and do a live commentary, or talk about things that we enjoy. And we decided to go with the option where we talk about things we enjoy rather than things that confound us and upset us. So am I, real quick, am I still the only person here who saw Madam Web? You guys haven't watched this?
I have not see it. I have yet to see it because I was waiting to watch it tonight.
Okay, good. I'm glad I can deny you. So just, I'm gonna keep pushing David to the edge. I'm gonna keep on teasing him that we're gonna watch Madam Web and we're gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be, just really funny and great. And we're just never gonna do it. Maybe we'll do it eventually, but I don't condone anybody watching Madam Web. So instead, we're gonna do a list of superhero games. We've each made our lists of our favorites or the best superhero games. We're gonna reveal our lists, discuss a little bit, involve the live viewers. If you're watching live with us, be prepared to offer your suggestions and then vote in the chat. And it's Game That Tune makes the list. So we're gonna, I don't know who to start with. Does anybody feel like they want to reveal their number 3 game first? Anybody feeling themselves real good?
Yes.
Johnny is feeling real good. So
Yeah.
Johnny, I like it. You start us off by revealing your number 3 game.
My number 3 game is a stone cold classic superhero. Not only does he fight disease, he helps teach children how to fight diabetes. I, of course, have picked Captain Novolin as my number 3 pick.
That is, I wish I could say shocking, but no, it's utterly unsurprising, Johnny. Yeah, I kind of feel like you shouldn't have gone first. I feel like revealing real games would be a good idea first, and then you blindside everybody with Captain Noble. But no, set the tone early. Choose the wrong things first. I like that. I like that too. Man, Captain Novolin, maybe the most important superhero in the history of video games. To be quite honest, I mean, what superhero can we really say could have saved real lives in the real world? Not just like in a video game world, but like real children's lives could have been saved.
Oh, who was the vigilante superhero that was in like Seattle?
Fraser Crane.
The infamous guy?
No, I mean, like,
guy?
there was literally a guy who made a costume and like went around. I want to say it was Seattle.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he acted as a real life superhero.
But it wasn't a video game.
No.
I would say.
Did they make a video game about that guy?
I'll have to check.
There was that documentary about Bat Kid. Remember him?
Oh yeah, did that kid live?
I feel like he did.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
And he punched the Riddler in the face. It was awesome.
Yeah, I hope getting to pretend to be Batman for a day somehow eradicated the cancer in that kid's body. Good for him.
I like to think Captain Planet actually did help save future generations of children by making us care more about the planet. Like, he didn't save any children directly per se, but by
That's
getting
true.
people to recycle more, he has saved, future people.
We'll see. It's possible. Yeah, but yeah, Captain Novolin, taught children how to manage their diabetes. and also had them answer diabetes trivia questions. That could have contributed to the saving of lives. Anyway, fuck you, Johnny, for that. Just go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's go to David. David, let's have your number 3 pick. I assume a pick that you would, I don't know, you're a comic book guy. You're a superhero guy. You had a you still have a long-running superhero comic of your own. I assume that you picked a real superhero game.
I did indeed.
Good.
It is such a superhero game that it has the phrase superhero in the title.
Interesting.
I'm choosing Marvel Superheroes.
Marvel's
is that the
superhero.
old Diablo-like online game?
No, that is the Capcom arcade fighting game that
Oh,
followed
yes. Okay.
X-Men Children of the Atom. It kept some Children of the Atom characters. You could still play as Wolverine and Psylocke, but it also added like Spider-Man, the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America. What made this game really fun was you could also play as villains. This is the game that introduced Shumagorath into the Capcom catalog. You had Magneto, Doctor Doom, Blackheart, and it was sort of what I thought was cool about this was like Children of the Atom is a great game and super fun, and it's just kind of the X-Men fighting each other. This is actually based on the Infinity Gauntlet story, so you're trying to collect the Infinity Gems and stop Thanos as the final boss. And when you get the Infinity Gems, like every time you beat somebody in arcade mode, you get a gem. You can actually use it as like a power-up. So you can actually like increase your strength or your speed or that kind of thing. And yeah, it's a Capcom fighting game with the Marvel heroes and villains based on a comic.
Incredible.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. No, Johnny, it's the Marvel superheroes, not the Incredibles. Please, come on. Have care how you speak.
I mean, I would call it incredible, amazing, uncanny, invincible.
Invincible?
The
A
Invincible
video game?
Iron Man.
Well, I didn't mean Iron Man himself. I'm just saying you would declare this game invincible. What a thing to say about a game.
I was just trying to think of all of the like giant superlatives that the Marvel heroes had.
That's good. Yes, superlatives are good. Good, man. I like that pick. Even though I feel like that's one of the like Marvel arcade fighting games that is perhaps like the least played and known, but I like it. It's
I mean,
classic.
I thought about going with like a Marvel versus Capcom, but I really wanted to focus on the superhero part.
Right, yeah, there is an argument to be made that half the game would not be featuring superheroes had you gone that other way. But yeah, I like it a lot. It's a great pick. Jesse, let's have your number 3 pick.
All right. First, I'd like to remind the Tunas that they should put their suggestions for their number 3 game in the chat, and then we will put a poll up, and we will start building the Tuna Town list as well.
Yes.
Yes,
Tunas, come in our Tuna Town with your picks.
It's tricky for this number 3, but I think I'm gonna go
SSX.
with what? I think I'm gonna go with Spider-Man Maximum Carnage for the Sega Genesis, because one, Green Jelly, or Green Jello, whichever one you call them, they helped with the soundtrack, and that's fucking rad. And the game has some really great sprite works. Like, it's one of those hard, Marvel beat 'em ups from back then, but like the attention to detail of like, there's so many cool cameos and stuff. I think Iron Fist shows up to help in the background. Black Cat's always shows
Nice.
up. Like for a Sega Genesis adaptation of the Maximum Carnage story arc, it's like the best that you could get from, translating those comic books into a video game for back then, in 16-bit era. And so it's got, great tunes and just looks neat. And and you get to play as Venom sometimes, which is pretty cool.
I was going to say, you called it Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, but I do believe it is somewhat officially Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. Like,
Okay.
I feel like they get co-billing.
I just always call it Maximum Carnage, and you got that red cartridge for Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, which was fucking so cool back then. You're like, whoa, it's like Cletus Cassidy's on this cartridge. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, I got a Carnage cartridge. It just sounds I loved alternate colored cartridges. I mean, it's one thing I miss about cartridge gaming is I'm trying to remember, how fucking excited I was getting that gold Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's very important to have this. So Carnage Red. Did they make? Was there any Venom game with a black cartridge? Because I remember Killer Instinct had a black cartridge, and it was
most Genesis games were black.
Okay, so Genesis games were rad as fuck. We get that, but I'm an SNES guy. I'm trying to think. Besides Killer Instinct, was there an SNES game with a black cartridge? Yeah, because I feel like that black cartridge was like a red flag for my mom. She's like, "Oh no, Killer and it's black. I don't know about this."
Oh no,
you children can't play it. It's too 90s. It's too edgy.
Yeah, I want to say Doom on Super Nintendo also came on a black cartridge.
Ooh, that's possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a way to play Doom.
Cool. Well, yeah. Good pick. I'm glad that we've got a couple of 16-bit games starting us off. It's tough, man. I really I was mulling over a lot of games for this early pick. I wanted to do some honorable mentions, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little preview. I realized in making this list, I have two flavors of game that I like. Games that allow me to play as a lot of superheroes, or games that allow me to play as one superhero real good. And so my number 3 pick is going to be one of those ones that lets you play as a lot of superheroes, and I'm going to put it in there. It's going to be Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Ooh, good pick.
Yeah. I thought about picking one of the X-Men Legends games, but I didn't play those as much as I played Ultimate Alliance. And I think the Ultimate Alliance, it's not necessarily as tight of a game as X-Men Legends 1 and 2, but you just get to play as more heroes. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love my X-Men, but I like my Spider-Man as well. And being able to, hop into a game with your friends, either online or on the couch. This was we all had plenty of controllers sitting around. Fucking doing an isometric beat 'em up with fucking Marvel characters. I don't know. It's what you wanted to be doing. It's classic shit. I had a great time with it. It was a game that I played alone, played with friends, and it was a Wii launch game. I think that's probably why it was one of my more played games. It's like sometimes you don't feel like diving into Twilight Princess. Let's all sit together and play fucking Ultimate Alliance. Let's beat some shit up.
Who was the weird one in that game?
I should have, since I'm fucking talking about this, pulled up the fucking cast list.
That's it. Because I remember even X-Men Legends, it was all made by the same development team, and they always added some late unlockable random pick. I think it was in X-Men Legends 2 you could unlock Iron Man. And I know in Ultimate Alliance 3 they added Elsa Bloodstone, but I don't remember. I think it was Moon Knight in the first Ultimate Alliance. Yeah,
and at that point he hadn't, who the fuck remembered Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Moon Knight's cool, but I only knew him from my fucking poster of Marvel characters back then. I didn't know who Moon Knight was. But yeah, I'm looking at the list now. There's nobody particularly insane jumping off here. I mean, you got your, I'll say them as fast as possible: Black Panther, Black Widow, Blade, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Colossus, Cyclops, Daredevil, Deadpool, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, Elektra, Ghost Rider, Hawkeye, Human Torch, Hulk, Iceman, Invisible Woman, Iron Man, Luke Cage, Magneto, Mr. Fantastic, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Namor, Nick Fury, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey, Ronan, Sabretooth, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Storm Thing, Thor, Venom, Wolverine.
That's what she said.
Woo. Yeah.
That's a lot of heroes.
I'm saying a lot of heroes. Like I said, it's one of the flavors of game that I like in the superhero genre. And
Now,
yeah.
can you play them all at once?
Yes, that was the crazy thing about it.
It's like Pikmin, but
You could play 33 players at the same time.
33.
Connect all 33 Wii remotes.
Good Lord, your Wii would explode.
Yeah. But it really was a fun game with just a lot of deep cut characters that it's like shit that I don't even appreciate because I don't read enough comics. It's like, characters having weird conversations. This was the first thing I learned about that featured the character Dum Dum Dugan. I'm like, I'm sorry, who is this? Like, why are we talking to this guy named Dum Dum Dugan? What the fuck is that? He seems cool. Why is his name Dum Dum? That's not nice. It was a lesson in deep cut Marvel characters. It was a lot of fun. Jesse, you've been hawking the chat. What do we got coming in for our number 3s from Tuna Town?
Looks like I'm just gonna end it early because that's my job. It is Batman Returns.
Oh.
Batman Returns is Tuna Town's number 3 pick for. I assume they mean like the SNES or the Genesis one.
I mean, Batman Returns was on SNES, Genesis, NES, Game Boy, Game Gear. It was on a lot of things.
Was it an arcade game first, or was it for consoles?
Oh, I don't know that Batman Returns was an arcade game. I think it was strictly consoles.
Okay.
I gotta say, it's better than Batman Forever. So,
fair enough.
So,
I feel like Batman Forever came out in that weird time where they wouldn't have made it for like. It came out before Nintendo 64, but when the SNES and Genesis were like on their way out, so like they really shouldn't have made it anyway. But,
it was that weird with the what do you call it? It's the Mortal Kombat style animation.
I was gonna say the digitized sprites.
Yeah. So it was all a bunch of people. Now
that's dope.
There was a Batman Forever arcade game that was just fucking ridiculous, and if you just play that game, just it's just stuff happening. You just press button, and Batman and Robin are just doing crazy shit, and there's explosions everywhere, and that game's kind of fun because it's just ridiculous. But
I feel like you're
the other
describing
Batman
a lot of
Forever
video
games
games in that instance.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you press buttons and things happen. Whoa! But superhero games, really, when you get down to it, it really is one of the simple pleasures of playing a video game. Like press a button and a superhero does a thing. It's what you want to be. You want to escape to a different world, be a different character. Superheroes, that's who you want to be in games. So it's one of life's great pleasures, playing a superhero game. Batman Returns, interesting pick. Our chat, interesting people. Thank you for that. So let's bring it back around to Johnny's number 2 pick.
For my number 2 pick, I'm picking an all-time Stone Cold classic. It's got some great home ports, or at least one great home port, and one kind of home port on another console. I'm talking about Turtles in Time.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like
Cowabunga.
when we hear superheroes, we tend not to think about the Ninja Turtles, but they are superheroes, right? I mean,
we didn't really define what makes a superhero.
Well, they were spoofs on Daredevil, and
right.
basically they're street level heroes like Daredevil or like Punisher or even Spider-Man to his earlier stuff.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean they fight bad guys. They save people.
They wear disguises. They wear masks. They were born from an accident that gave them incredible powers that they didn't have before, like opposable thumbs.
As far as I know, the Ninja Turtles have many powers that normal turtles do not have. So they are definitely super powered versions of turtles.
And they're mutants.
Yeah, and they're teenagers.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're green.
Yeah.
One of them does machines.
Yeah, you know what I was going to say? They literally say, well, they don't say superheroes in the title song. They just say heroes.
Right.
But I'd call them superheroes.
And in Great Britain, they wouldn't say ninja because ninja shit was outlawed in Britain, so they were called the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. So if you're coming at it from the British perspective, these hero turtles, they belong on the list for sure. But also, setting all that shit aside, Turtles in Time's a fantastic game. What a fucking classic arcade and home port, like you said, beat 'em up. 16 bits of fucking just fantastic shit. I was playing it recently. The game, it holds up, man. It's tough to fit 4 adults around an arcade cabinet, but yeah, Turtles in Time is a fucking blast. Yeah, no, Johnny, great pick. Who's your favorite turtle? I'm not going around the horn. I just want to know Johnny's favorite turtle.
Oh, Michelangelo.
Okay.
Party dude. Yeah, he's the best one.
Exactly.
He's the coolest.
Yeah, thank you. So, the one you always wanted to be. I get it. Michelangelo's the aspirational turtle. No question about it. Great pick. David, let's have a number 2 pick from you.
So, there are a lot of superhero games. There are a
What?
and there are a lot of superheroes. But it seems like a lot of the superhero games kind of focus on the same handful of heroes. Like, some of the less mainstream, less popular characters don't exactly get their time to shine. And I'm totally going to pull a fanboy here, because my number 2 pick is Green Lantern: Rise of the Manhunters.
Okay.
Movie, awful. Game, pretty good.
Is that a DS game?
Actually, I'm thinking of the 360 PS3 versions.
Okay.
They're basically like 3D beat 'em ups. You're going around as Hal Jordan. The 360 and PS3 had drop in, drop out co-op, where another person could come in to play as Sinestro before he became evil. And yeah, you're just going around fighting manhunters and fucking shit up, beating up these giant robots. And you can level up your character, but instead of gaining new moves like martial arts moves, like you would in something like River City Girls, in this you unlock new Green Lantern constructs. So you can make a giant baseball bat to bash them. You can make spinning maces around you. There's a move against one of the bosses where you just make like 4 massive pistons that drop on it over and over. It really does kind of make you feel like a Green Lantern, because you're just summoning all these light constructs to beat the shit out of robots. And I'm a huge fan, yes, but also, like, based on that concept, how has there only ever been one Green Lantern game?
Well, I think it has something to do with the fact that there's only ever been one Green Lantern movie, and it was terribly received.
Well, I mean, yes, but I mean, Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage, not based on a movie.
No, but based on comic book, one of the most popular comic books of the 90s.
I mean, I'm just saying that, you know,
Green Lantern is
Lantern's a
as
comic,
popular as Spider-Man. That's David's take. And there should be more games based on Green Lantern, the most popular comic book character of all time. I agree.
You know, I know you're fucking with me, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Take everything I say seriously tonight. But no, I mean, like, I don't know the history and the popularity of like the rest of the DC kind of like, lower Justice League. I know that Aquaman only got, kind of popular in mainstream culture in the last couple of years, and even he's still kind of a joke. They haven't been able to fix Green Lantern. They blew the Flash. Wonder Woman's kind of up and down. Like, I would love to see games based on all these characters, but
there's a Suicide Squad.
Well, see, and that's the thing. They want you to kill all these characters in that one, so I don't know about that.
For good reason.
I guess so. I don't really support that Suicide Squad either. Not only that game, but that first Suicide Squad movie sucked balls.
The second one was better, though.
Second one was real good. David, I'll give you 30 seconds to talk about how much you love the Suicide Squad, the one where they fight the giant starfish.
I mean, the fact that it has Starro. Like, Starro is one of those characters that I always hope to see in a live-action movie, but I never really expected. Kind of like Man-Thing in Marvel. Like, hell yeah, they did it. And it's classic Starro.
Mm-hmm. Did they do Man-Thing in Marvel?
They did a Halloween special, Werewolf by Night, that has Man-Thing in it.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah, I was going to make a DEI joke about how they won't do Man-Thing now, but I won't. So, Jesse, it's time for you to reveal your number 2 pick. What's number 2 on your list of all-time superhero games?
Oh man, it's funny. Johnny had picked Turtles in Time because I picked Manhattan Project Turtles 3.
Oh,
On
is
the
that your number 2
NES.
pick?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Wow, you guys really like your Turtles.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles are timeless, man.
I mean, I guess. They
they've
still a
been
thing.
around. Yeah.
Right. They're around in various incarnations.
I want to say it's the single most popular independent comic like of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Every kid has their own Ninja Turtles. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, every kid since like a certain age.
Well, since we were kids.
Right. I was gonna say my dad hated these things. Yeah, like, really hated them. Hated that we filled up his entire utility room with them. Did you guys have a good kind of shitty utility room that you could use as a sewer to play with your Ninja Turtle figures in?
Yeah, that was my bedroom.
Okay, word. I forgot. Jesse, grew up in the Saw house.
Yeah.
It
It was more like the boiler room, like Mankind. My Pet
chained to a hot water heater.
My Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we had the space underneath our stairs at our house where we had our washer and dryer, and then there was like just all that space. It was just an unfinished concrete room, perfect sewer. And also there was I don't know if it was my dad's idea or ours, but it was the perfect place to put all the Ninja Turtle figures because he didn't want to see them or like step on them or like fuck with them. Like it was kind of genius on all levels. Just me and my brother playing under the stairs for hours on end.
I don't want to see them.
Exactly. Get back in the sewer. But yeah, Manhattan Project. You're talking the NES beat 'em up.
Yeah, that one, number 3. That one was cool. I played the hell out of that game. Just always. Yeah. It was my grandma bought it for me. She used to buy me a lot of games, and that's one I definitely remember that she bought.
That's a good one, man. Do you remember the setting of the first level?
Yeah, you're in Miami, because what happened was the Turtles are on vacation, and then for some reason they get a news story from New York, and Shredder's like, "We're gonna take Manhattan out of the ground," and they just like lift it up, and the Turtles are like, "Oh shit! Well, I guess we're gonna surf back to New York."
Hell yeah!
Which I don't think you can do. And then they find
you can't. That's why they're superheroes.
That's true.
Jesse.
Well, they do. They only go halfway, and they get onto is it the Bullseye? They got on his like submarine or something. Which why he had a submarine? I don't know.
I was gonna say they don't surf all the way. They get onto
the boat,
the ship. Because I remember that boss being a pain in the ass to fight.
The game is so cool. Just
fun game.
It's great freaking tunes, like, and it just looked good for an NES game. It was a fun ass game.
My small correction: you said they were in Miami. What they were actually in was Fort Slaughterdale.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is a delightful play on words, and just a great opening. Ninja Turtles beating up ninjas, Foot Clan on the beach. Like you would think the first level, since they're on vacation, would just be like we have to leave and like walk up to the airport or whatever. But no, they have to. The Foot Clan has arrived, ruined the vacation. Time to rocket surf out of Fort Slaughterdale. God, yeah, good pick, good game. So my number 2 pick, it's tough because it's tough only making a list of 3 things. When you get right down to it, but I'm feeling good about it, and I gotta go again with a game that lets you play as one hero and play it real good. And based on my recent gaming, you might think I was going to pick the sequel, but no, I'm going to pick Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. I don't know if you guys know about this guy, Spider-Man.
Who?
Peter Parker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Spoilers.
Is he that guy that eats all the spiders?
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah.
For a second, I thought you were talking about my accountant, Mort Spiderman.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was the guy that was just made of like a whole bunch of spiders inside of a Spider-Man costume.
No, that's Spiders Man.
Oh man, I was
What?
forgetting.
What was?
Exactly.
I thought Spider-Man was a villain. Isn't he the big bad from the end of a Wild Wild West? Isn't that Spider-Man?
That's giant Iron Spider-Man.
Iron Man?
I do just
Iron
want
Spider?
to. I do just want to take a moment to clarify for John and Johnny that Spiders Man is an actual character. Like, it's an alternate version of Peter Parker who was consumed by a nest of spiders, and then they took over his costume and continued on being Spider-Man.
I'm not surprised to learn that in the slightest.
I fucking love comics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not? It's really good. But yeah, Spider-Man on the PS4, just a fantastic open world Spider-Man game. Like, that's the thing. It's like with superhero games, it's like you want to either play as a bunch of, like characters in outlandish situations and just beating up, stuff, in space or like around the world, or in the case of this game, you just want to be Spider-Man doing everything in New York City. And man, oh man, it's just so fun to be Spider-Man swinging around the city. Like, even if the game ultimately wasn't all that good, this game is just so fun to travel around the city just by being Spider-Man. Like, swinging around and, just kind of taking in the sights and, traversing the city is a ton of fun. But then you also have just a lot of really great action. Obviously the fights get a little repetitive, but you keep unlocking skills and adding stuff to your, like gadget repertoire and shit. And there's just so many fantastic villains to fight. I'm trying to remember who, obviously there's, in the second one, you got Venom and you got Kraven the Hunter. That's all well and good. But like in the first one, Dr. Octopus is cool. Like, I don't know. Actually, hold on. David, is Dr. Octopus cool?
I would say so, yes. Dr. Octopus is my number one single favorite supervillain of all time, and I could go on a complete tangent about that if you'd like, but yeah, Doc Ock is cool.
Okay, yeah, just checking. I thought he was, but I just want to make sure. But yeah, you got like you're kind of like your B players, your Scorpion. You got your like anti-heroes like the Black Cat. You have to fight like Electro and Shocker. But yeah, like just the main villain being Dr. Octopus. You got Mr. Negative hanging around there, and then maybe it's just me, but I was really impressed by the inclusion of like the side quest villains. When you have to fight the Taskmaster, it just bumps the game up several points. Like, Taskmaster's so fucking cool, and it's silly that they appear and immediately give Spider-Man a bunch of missions. Like, you've got to do challenges. It's like, okay, well, that's silly. But, man, once you get to fight Taskmaster, it's just like, all right, yeah, cool. It was all worth it. Great game. Fucking fun action, fun traversal. Great gallery of fucking rogues to fight. Just all around fantastic game. I platinumed the second one. I didn't platinum the first one. But I just have I have a ton of fondness for Marvel's Spider-Man on the PS4. Just a classic game. All right, Jesse, back to Tuna Town. What's the chat saying about number 2?
Tuna Town has chosen City of Heroes for number 2, which is I think a fantastic pick. I didn't even consider that for some reason, but yeah,
really?
I know. I was in a weird mood, but this game is great. There's a private server that's not so private anymore, and the NCSoft and has been like, yo, you guys can keep making this game, we're not going to sue you, and heck, we might even throw you some money every now and then and help you out. So City of Heroes, great pick. You get to make a hero, you get to make a villain, have all these cool powers, just go around and doing comic book stuff. It's fun. There's costume contests all the time. People make really silly, dumb characters and serious characters. I have a fucking Eddie Kingston that runs around and punches villains in the face. It's so good.
Give us the update on Mighty Mummy. How's he doing, man?
Oh, he's still working on his one-liners.
You work on those fucking puns.
Yeah, those puns. Tut's the word. Oh no,
See,
it's
that's
mum's
better-
the word. Fuck.
Tut's the word is so much better than watch out, Mummy is here. Like, you almost.
But it's
were
supposed to
onto
be
something
mum's
really
the
great.
word.
No, but
Tut
Tut's the
tut
word
looks
is,
like rain.
It's
No,
Tut's
tut
the
tut
word
looks
is
like
so
pain.
funny. Because you ignore the mum thing, and it's like a just a one syllable palindrome thing. It's so much funnier than watch out, Mummy is here. So I'm in favor of Tut's the word. That's a good catchphrase from a good game. What a wild game. I will say, just a brief aside, you seem like you're running these polls like well in advance of like the chat making their pick. I would say compile as many responses or whatever, or get the first 4 responses and then run the poll as like we kind of approach the thing.
Well, at first we weren't getting a lot, and then it was right
Right.
up against it. So it's been kind of like a learning thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
So,
but we'll get
You've
it
disgusted David. He's out.
going. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. Touch the word on David leaving the show.
We just got a resubscribe from Tay in the chat. Thank you, Tay.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah,
For
we're on
7
Twitch.
months.
Yeah.
God, he's the coolest. He's a real hero.
Yeah, Tay's good. Patreon cert fan, and yes, 7-month subscriber. What a guy. So Johnny, do you want to wait for David to come back, or let's just wait.
I'll
Give us all
wait.
chance to sip a beer.
So for my number 1 pick, I pick all our subscribers. No, no, for my number 1 pick, I'm gonna go with X-Men 2 Clone Wars for the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
Yeah, that game. Oh my god. I remember the first time when I played it, and it just skips the title screen. Or it has a title screen later. Technically, like it just goes right into the fucking game. Which was incredible. I was not used to that at all. And it's not until you beat the first level, it's like, oh, here's your title screen. Like,
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
that.
by the
It's
way,
like
you're
just-
playing an X-Men game.
and you start. Don't you always start as a different character?
yes,
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think you can.
It's just like you're you boot up the game and you're in the snow as fucking Gambit.
Yeah,
Cool.
you're like, awesome. I'm in. And yeah,
Yep.
if you don't like Gambit, just hit reset. Off you go. Oh, now I'm Psylocke. Now I'm a Beast. And it's got a pretty good cast in that game. A pretty good cast of characters. I really love that later on in the game you get to fight Magneto and then unlock him and play the game as Magneto.
Oh no shit! I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh yeah, and he's
That's awesome.
He's pretty overpowered. He's pretty great.
Magneto,
The master of
Hold on now.
magnetism.
Wait, no.
Whoa!
That's ridiculous.
He's never been overpowered in any other thing he's been in, like movies or comics or anything at all. Like Magneto is definitely one of the most leveled and like low tier characters
He's like
of all time.
Like a Daredevil villain, isn't he?
Street
Right.
level Magneto.
Yeah, exactly.
He just throws a bunch of like nuts and bolts at you. And
Just picks up like manhole covers and flings them at people. Fucking.
he can like pull
God.
your zipper down because it's like that's the only Magneto he can mess with.
Why is there not a Magneto verse in the same way there's a Spider Verse? Like why aren't there just infinite Magnetos? Just kind of on all different levels of comics hero / villaindom. I feel like that's a thing that needs to happen. We need we don't just need Holocaust survivor Magneto. We need all Magnetos.
Yes.
I don't know. I like Magneto.
I will say, maybe it's just because I have been watching it as it's coming out on Wednesdays, but what they're doing with Magneto and X-Men 97 is pretty fucking cool.
That's cool. Is he a Holocaust survivor?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Okay. As I say, it's
Just
it's
saying,
still the
yeah.
same Magneto from the '90s cartoon. It's just they've done something a little different, and I'm really in favor of it.
They've improved the animation after all these years. That's
Well,
from what I can
yes.
tell about X-Men '97. That's what they've done. So I'm assuming that Magneto got all the cake that they left off of Rogue. Is that what you're insinuating, David? Magneto's got a great big dumpy?
I don't want to spoil.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Oh, God. That Magnetussie.
Magnetussie.
God, I can't wait.
I take
God.
that because I have low magnesium.
Oh, yes. Man, love Magneto. Love X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Johnny, was that also the one that required you to hit the reset button on the Genesis to beat the computer or whatever?
No, that's X-Men 1 for the Sega Genesis.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, that bumps the game down in my estimation, that fucking downright terrifying esoteric shit. Like, I love a good, crazy moment in games. Don't get me wrong. I love Metal Gear Solid and shit, but, man, I just wouldn't be brave enough to do it at all. So, glad that's not in Clone Wars. Good game. Good pick. David, it's time, man. It's time for your number one superhero game of all time. You, David Fleming, Mr. Superhero.
So, John, I'm going to have to echo something that you have said previously in this discussion. I think the best superhero game is one that really gives you control of a character. It really makes you feel like the character. You're actively being this character. I mean, superheroes at their core are a kind of power fantasy. So what's better than a game that makes you feel like this amazing character? And I don't think any game has done that as well as the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Whoa!
Oh,
Awesome
yeah, that
pick.
one's awesome.
It's an open world Hulk game where you can just smash everything. You can run up to light posts, rip them out, and then use them to bat cars and enemies. You can grab a hold of soldiers and carry them with you as you run up the side of a building, dragging them through the building. You can throw them like a mile away. You feel like the fucking Hulk just going mad. It's an amazing game.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, it's got a cool story. You get to fight characters like the Abomination and the Devil Hulk. But at the end of the day, it reminds me of Grand Theft Auto, where you can get into the side quests and the story and seeing the cutscenes and all that kind of stuff and going through all that. But it's at its best when you're just in a sandbox fucking around, and you're doing that as the Hulk.
Yeah. No, that's the kind of character that you want to
great.
control in a fucking sandbox. It's reminiscent of the promise that Hideo Kojima made in promoting Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. You want to be able to cut anything, as Raiden, as the Hulk. I'm assuming you can smash pretty much everything. I'm not saying you can just clear, you can't just level the game and clear the fucking landscape, but I'm betting that it feels kind of like that.
Pretty much every time you jump and land, there's a visual effect of a crater around you.
Dope.
Every time.
That's cool.
If I'm not mistaken, so this game came out before the Incredible Hulk movie, but I believe this game first let you pick up a car, rip it in half, and then use the two sides as boxing gloves.
Hell
which
yeah.
they then put into that movie.
They definitely put that into Incredible Hulk.
Right.
I don't know if that made it into 2003 Ang Lee Hulk.
No, this game came out after Ang Lee Hulk, but before
good.
Incredible Hulk.
So this was then also a course correction from that god-awful 2003 Ang Lee Hulk movie. And, no disrespect to my man Ang Lee. I love Ang Lee. Brokeback Mountain's the shit. Fucking, guy makes good movies. Hulk was a miss. Actually,
like
I'm sorry.
Hulk.
I'm speaking. I was going to say I'm speaking out of turn. David, how do you feel about Hulk 2003?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I like it because it's different. It's not just the Hulk smashing stuff for 2 hours.
Well, it is that. It is, it's the incredibly sad Hulk. You got that. Brief aside story time. That's one of the only movies I've ever walked out of the theater. I did not like that movie. I was too high to enjoy it. Like I was not getting what I wanted out of that fucking movie. Like I was so fucking baked. And me and Cole were seeing that movie together, and we fucking hated it, and we left. God, yeah, Hulk 03. What a flick. Maybe I need to revisit. Maybe not though. But awesome fucking pick. Yeah, in terms of a character to take control of, and just I mean, it's all there in the title. Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. Like, great pick, David. Let's see. So we're going back to Jesse. Jesse, it's time, man. Number 1 pick time.
I feel like I'm gonna pick a weird game that I've personally played every day since it's come out. It is Marvel Snap.
Oh,
this
took me
game.
a second. I'm like, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
This game is great. That's
that's Jesse's pick.
Filled in Tuna Town's pick.
Hey. The Tuna's also picked it.
But yeah, Marvel Snap. It's one of the best card games I've played. You get to build a deck of all sorts of different Marvel characters. There's interesting synergies between them and make some silly decks. It's nothing funnier than playing your Spider-Ham card and then seeing that Spider-Ham card hit Magneto's card with a hammer and turn him into a pig. That is like just the silly touches in the game. Using Galactus on someone and he just destroys the play field except for where he's at is always so satisfying. You play a good Galactus card and someone just retreats because they're like, well, fuck you, Galactus. Or like
when I was playing Marvel Snap, there really is something very satisfying about getting somebody to retreat. Like,
yeah,
because it's not like it's built into the game. Like, give up and don't like fuck up your streak or whatever, and don't like lose your snap thing. It's not like a rage quit, but there is something very satisfying where it's like, nah, okay, nope. Yeah. Good day to you, sir. That was fucked up. I can't believe you pulled that move. Like, it was it had to be the right combination of card and location for that to happen, but like it felt good when it happened.
Yeah, it was.
What's your favorite location? Let's talk. We talk a lot about the cards. Talk about the location. What location do you like the effects of?
There's 2 that I hate.
Please.
I think I forget. It's the one where on turn 6 players swap hands.
Oh, fuck
and it's like,
I hate playing with other people's cards. I made my deck because I like my cards.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the card I need to play at turn 6 to win, I can't use that now. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one where you draw like 4 cards and then it destroys both people's decks. Fuck that place.
Too. Yep, don't like it. Ugh.
Let's see. I like Sinister London. Is that what it's called? Where you put someone down and it makes 3 more. It makes a
duplicate, or is that the one that makes it fills the location with that, or it makes the duplicate appear somewhere else?
Oh no, yeah, that one's good too. Yeah,
that's I'm thinking of the cloning vats or whatever. Like,
there's 2 of them that do something like that, but
it's so fun, man. There's so many nuances and little wrinkles to that game, man. God, what a fucking game! I deleted this game months ago. I was wasting entirely too much time playing it, but it's so fun.
I love a fun combo that you can do is with Multiple Man. Put him in the Hulkbuster armor. And then like move him around, because whenever he moves, he just leaves a copy of himself. So then he's like a 6 power, and you can just have like the whole board with 6 power multiple mans, if you have enough cards that move people. Or the combo I've been running lately is on turn 6. If they have like a powerful character somewhere and I can destroy them, then I'll play Spider-Man 2099, and then I'll use Ghost Spider to grab 2099 over to where Ghost Spider is, and whenever he moves to an area, he kills someone on the other team. So it's like a perfect little spider combo.
Oh, that's fun. I love that. Yeah, I love the ones that like either, kill somebody on your team like and get more powerful, or kill the other people's cards. I was running like a fun Deadpool for a little while. Yeah, Deadpool's really like, it's really silly when you can actually like use him well, because he only takes 1 energy to play, but then he comes back double strength every time you kill him.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you play him on the first turn and then just kill him as many times as possible, eventually you've got a very strong Deadpool. It's very fun.
It's amazing.
But yeah, man, what a fucking endlessly playable game.
Well, just like one last combo I've been playing with is where you have Invisible Woman up, and then all the cards you play where she's at don't get played until the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
So then on turn 5 you can play MODOK, and normally he just gets rid of your whole hand, but he doesn't do it right away. So then on turn 6 you play Hela.
Oh.
So then when the cards flip over, MODOK gets rid of your whole hand, which if you're lucky, you'll have fucking Giganto in your hand, you'll have Magneto in your hand, you'll have fucking Infinite in your hand. You'll have a bunch of these fucking powerful ass cards that you'll discard, and then Hela flips over, and any cards you've discarded, she just summons in random locations. So then all of a sudden, Giganto's here and Infinite's here, and then who you're playing against is like, what the fuck?
God, yeah, what a game! What a fucking game, man!
It's so fun.
So many Marvel characters, so much artwork. So much just, random crazy shit. Like really, kind of comics in an app game. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Really great. Great pick, man. I almost feel bad now revealing my final pick. It's not lackluster by any means compared to that, but yours is such a smorgasbord of fucking characters from Marvel. And we've been doing a bit of a Marvel heavy show. I'm surprised as anybody that my number 1 pick is from the DC side of things, but it's definitely I picked Spider-Man on PS4 for my previous pick.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, Spider-Man's not DC.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Yeah, they traded David. But no, in terms of those games that let you take control of a character, Spider-Man's great. But the game that fucking gave people the confidence to make Spider-Man is one featuring a different character from the DC side of things. Batman is awesome, and Batman Arkham Asylum was great, but they really perfected that shit with Batman Arkham City. Just an all-around incredible blast of a game to play. I don't know if you've heard of this guy Batman. He's kind of cool. In some ways not, but in a lot of ways very cool.
So he plays baseball?
He does. He's the Ninja Baseball Batman.
Yes.
That's actually my pick. I
should have picked that.
Yeah, you should have. God, Johnny should have picked that.
Man.
How did you not pick Ninja Baseball Batman, Johnny?
Oh, son of a bitch.
You fool. And also, how am I not able to type a colon? I just keep typing semicolons.
Just type colon.
I must be high as fuck right now. Keep on typing semicolons. Anyway, yeah, Batman Arkham City. Like Batman Arkham Asylum was really dope. Like just a nice self-contained game. Like you're in Arkham Asylum and you have to go inside as Batman and take down a bunch of villains. Makes sense. So why not do something really big and stupid for the next one, where Arkham City, you make it an open world game and give the crazy comic book justification. Like, yeah, we decided after Arkham Asylum was damaged, we needed room for all the criminals, and we walled them off in a ghetto in the city and just kind of let them do like Escape from New York. Like, no, that's a terrible idea. Why would you do that? It's like, well, Batman's there. Like,
Oh,
all
good
right.
enough.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
fine.
fine, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's a crazy comic book ass conceit. Like, just let the criminals have a big section of the city. They'll be fine. They won't bother anybody. Spoilers: they bothered somebody. Namely Batman. Batman can't stand these criminals, but like, it's just such a blast to play what is somewhat of an open world Batman game. The whole game takes place at night. Thank God. It would be so weird to be playing as Batman if the sun came up. But like, man, it's fun to fly around or glide with Batman's cape. The combat is so fucking satisfying. Like, it's just got that fantastic flowing combat, with like blocks and parries and fucking, so many gadgets and batarangs and shit flying around. And just, so many fun villains to fight or interact with or be given fucking side quests from. Like, the absurdity of how many puzzles the Riddler has set up in this city is just, it's hilarious. It's like, you take comics and you smash it in with video games and you get Batman Arkham City. Like, I'm assuming I'm not the only one here who's played this. David, you have to have played Batman Arkham City by now, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, just making sure. You were kind of not really chiming in. I wasn't sure. I'm like, it's not necessarily your flavor, but like, it's such a fucking great game.
It is, and I like to imagine that when they were developing this game, and the first one as well, and they're like, okay, we got to figure out. We got this open world. We got to figure out some side quests. Like, is there any way that we can get just like random puzzles scattered everywhere? And somebody from DC was like, as a matter of fact, have I got the character for you?
Right. Yeah, I don't know if you know about this guy.
Riddle me this.
Yeah, the puzzler.
Yeah.
Fucking Jigsaw Man. I'm trying to think of a character that's like, I'm not the biggest comic and Batman fan, but like, I'm trying to think of a character that's not in the game. Like, it feels like almost every Batman character worth a damn appears in this
Batmite
game.
in it?
That's a good question. Okay, no.
There's no way in hell Batmite is in this game.
I mean, if he was,
I
how would you know?
wish.
He's very small, right? David, I'm trying to remember. Is there a giant penny in this game?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think there is.
I don't think so. I mean,
That's
Oh,
among my
man.
favorite silly things that Batman has is a giant penny.
I'll have to double check, but I don't think Maxi Zeus is in the game.
Huh.
Right. Who is that?
Maxi Zeus is a crime lord who went insane and believes that he is actually Zeus, the god of thunder.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
Okay.
wacky.
Oh, cool. I was like, oh, a crime lord. What do you know? Like, we don't have any of those in Batman. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but he's
no.
a crime lord who dresses in a toga
Okay.
and
Nice.
makes like Greek mythology references.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I don't think he's there, but that sounds great.
Oh, the egghead.
I
True.
thought he was in this.
Oh, is he in it?
Maybe it's a different one. Maybe he appears in like Arkham Knight or something. But I could almost swear that Egghead was in one of these games.
Or
What about Condiment King?
yeah.
Now there's a good question, David. I don't think Condiment King's in this game. Do you?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Onomatopoeia?
No.
I still don't know who that is. But yeah, no, the game's just got, it's like a fucking like super highlight reel of Batman in a game in an open world with great combat and great exploration. Fun story. The story by the end of it is genuinely slightly heartbreaking and affecting. Like, I know the game came out in like 2010 or so. Like, is it too late or too early to spoil it? I mean, like, it's fucking the ending of this game. They still couldn't, like, all the future Arkham games suffered because of the ending of this game. Like, yeah.
Is it
David, do you want to?
I was gonna say
Johnny, yeah, you go for it. Johnny played it.
Oh no, I was gonna ask, is it an ending where they assume they weren't gonna be making any more of these?
No, I don't think so. I think they just really couldn't find a way to undo it. Like, I think they knew these games were hitting, but they went with a fucking actual audacious ending. And, you know, it ends with fucking the Joker dying.
Oof.
And Batman doesn't kill him, but, like, Joker's been poisoned, and then, like, Batman has a chance to cure him, but like the Joker tries to hit him and breaks the antidote. Like, he has a syringe of the antidote and it falls out of his hand and breaks, and so the Joker's just like doomed. And Batman's like, hey, I gotta admit, after everything that we've been through, I was still gonna inject you and save your life. And Joker's like, and he just fucking dies. And it's like, damn, dog, that is one of the most audacious fucking, like, you know, fucking
Incredible
punctuation points to put on a fucking game like this, because you know the game's gonna hit and they're gonna have to make another one, and they can't figure out how to do it. They had to make a prequel, and then they had to make something where you control the Joker in dream sequences. They couldn't undo this fucking ending. It's wild, man. Like, it's a fucking really good game. It's fantastic. It's you know, yeah, one of the best superhero games, you know, one of the best games on the PlayStation 3 generation, quite frankly. All around great. Let's see. We've talked enough about that. It's time to go back to Tuna Town. Jesse, have you been running the poll?
Yes.
What's
Before we
Tuna
get
Town saying?
Before we get in that poll, I want to mention that Matt Mitchell also just resubscribed. They've been a subscriber for 4 months, so thank you, Matt.
Oh,
Love that, man.
fantastic 4 months.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Wait.
Tuna Town has
Oh,
chosen...
you son of a bitch! I just got that.
What are you referencing?
The Fantastic Four.
Who?
Who?
Do they have a game?
Yes.
How is it?
It's
Not
not on
great.
my list.
I was gonna say better or worse than the movies.
Ooh. Maybe better.
Are we talking the Roger Corman movie that was never released?
Oh, worse than that.
Okay. Fantastic Four, the game, I assume starring Michael Chiklis and Chris Evans, better or worse than Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Oh, man.
The bad one, and not that the first one was good, but the second one was worse.
I would say the game is not as good as the first, but better than Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Okay. All right. Word. So, Jesse, yes, it's Tuna Town time. What is Tuna Town's number one pick?
They have voted on X-Men, Children of the Atom.
Whoa! Well. Welcome to Die, everybody.
That's not this game.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I like saying it. It's funny.
No.
Is that X-Men Children of the Atom, Jesse?
No, that's Captain
God damn it.
America and the Avengers.
Why do you keep saying it?
Because it's good.
Okay. Thank you,
No.
Johnny. So which game is X-Men Children of the Atom?
Children of the Atom was the first Capcom Marvel fighting game.
Yes.
This is the
Gotcha.
one where you can unlock Akuma.
Okay, word.
Ooh.
Not a superhero, Akuma.
Not a hero.
Yeah.
Famously not a hero.
No,
Could be
I
Omega
would say.
Red.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
Omega
you
Red's
had,
cool.
I always had a soft spot for Omega Red.
He's dope.
you know, I'd pick Omega Red over Sabretooth any day of the week.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Silver
Are you
Samurai
talking?
in this game?
Are you talking just in this game or in general?
I would say in general.
Yeah.
Okay. Even after the heartfelt story told by the fantastic classic movie X-Men Origins Wolverine, you would pick Omega Red over Sabretooth.
Every day of the week.
See, here's the thing. I actually really like Lee Schreiber as Sabretooth.
Yeah, he's
However-
I was worried you were going to say you really like X-Men Origins Wolverine. I was going to,
Oh, God,
kick you
no.
from the call.
I was gonna
I'm sorry, David. You must go.
I like 10 minutes out of that movie.
I'm not sure I like that much.
the ending credits.
Exactly.
It's over! Yay!
Oh God!
think-
Any scene with Will.i.am and then the credits.
Oh yeah, he was kind of entertaining.
I genuinely think that Fred Dukes, once he got fat, was perfect as Blob, and I liked those scenes.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Blob
cool
is
to
fun.
see Blob on film.
Yeah.
Need more Blob representation.
But yeah, so you're saying that you prefer Omega Red over Leaf Schreiber.
Can we get Omega Red in
but I was-
that TV show he was in?
Fucking oh God, what show did he
It
make?
was on HBO or something.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a Showtime show. He's like a
Showtime.
Hollywood fixer.
Yeah, but it's Omega Red.
Yeah.
I
God,
fixed
what-
this really good.
God,
Tentacles.
it's killing me that I'm,
Yeah.
he's not, it's not Bosch.
No,
What's the fucking it's
Donovan
some-
something. Red Donovan.
Donovan.
Ray Donovan, yes.
Ray
Omega Red.
Donovan.
Omega Red Donovan. There
Omega
you
Red
go.
Donovan.
Anyway, David, so you like Omega Red Donovan?
So Children of the Atom, kind of this game. It's not. I mean this in the best possible way. It's not as polished as like Street Fighter 2, but that just means that you can do really crazy, nutty shit in this game. Like,
Good.
if you
Whoa.
if you really sit down and play Children of the Atom, this game's fucking crazy.
Good. That's what it should be. It's a comic book fighting game. Like it should be crazy.
Yeah.
Refresh me on who the playable heroes are in this. Is it just the X-Men, or do you also get the villains?
You get some of the villains.
You got
Okay.
Akuma, Colossus, Cyclops, Iceman, Juggernaut, Magneto, Omega Red, Psylocke, Sentinel, Silver Samurai, Spiral, Storm, and Wolverine.
Word.
I'm sorry, who was that last one?
Wolverine.
Maybe
He
you've
like
heard
a-
of him.
He's like a wolf guy?
More or less.
No, you're thinking of Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
I do love
Yep.
Wolfbane.
Remember when
Wolfbane.
Captain America turned into a werewolf? That was
Oh god, I love Cap Wolf.
No, I don't remember that, but that sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny.
Johnny reminding us that he is here also.
Johnny dropping in with the 1930s gangster. I do like Captain America Wolverine. Yeah. All right. So, wow, what a set of lists that we've got. And now, gentlemen, we've reached one of two important parts of the show. It's time for you to second guess yourself. We will now go around the horn, and if anybody is not feeling one of their picks for the final, selection, now would be the time to swap one of your picks for something else on your honorable mention list, and this will also be a good time to make your honorable mentions. So, it's time for honorable mentions. David, let's have some honorable mentions, and if you feel that maybe one of your picks doesn't have a good shot at making the final list, now would be the time to make a change.
I do feel that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Johnny goes first, not David.
Yeah.
We're going in the order that we've been going the entire time. I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean to tease you.
So at some point in the prep for this show, for some reason, I got sports games stuck in my head.
Here we go.
So I'm thinking I might get rid of Captain Novolin and swap in Mega Man Soccer.
Is Mega Man a superhero to you, Johnny?
I think he is. Yeah, he fights all the robot masters, and I think he's a superhero.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I feel like he is perhaps based on a superhero. He definitely is reminiscent of like Astro Boy. But like I feel like he doesn't save enough people. He really just kind of is a robot of destruction. But I'm in favor of you including Mega Man Soccer.
I like the fact that you consider Mega Man a superhero, so want to put a Mega Man game on the superhero list, and you went with Mega Man Soccer.
Well, no, because you're missing the part. You're forgetting the part where I said I got sports. For some reason, when I was prepping for a little bit, I thought you were supposed to be doing sports games tonight.
Yeah, Johnny is somehow going next level meta with this, with references to our private Discord chat where hours before the show he admitted he was picking sports games and not superhero games. I'm so glad I really wish we hadn't corrected it so we could have gotten like Ken Griffey Jr. baseball and like Bill Laimbeer's combat basketball. But it's all good. I'm glad that Johnny has a list with actual heroes on it.
Yeah, so I'm not bringing Mega Man Soccer as a superhero game. I'm bringing it as a sports game. And then backing it into superhero games because it has Mega Man in it.
That's good. That's very good. Can you think of another sports game that might also qualify for the superhero theme off the top of your head, since you were doing that earlier today?
I mean, Ninja Baseball Batman would be a good one, obviously. But
Yeah.
I felt like that was too obvious. I feel like Mega Man Soccer is the real sleeper hit here.
I would feel like Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City might qualify.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Oh, what about that rugby game you like, John?
Like EA Sports Rugby 06?
No,
Or-
but the guy's name?
Oh, Jonah Lamu Rugby Challenge?
Yeah, he's like a superhero.
I mean, it is still just a rugby game. It's just a sports game, but like he is kind of, well, I would say a living legend, but he died several years ago.
So if it was like Bruce Wayne rugby, because you don't know what that guy. He might have been the Australian Batman for all we know.
He's from New Zealand. Please show
New
some
Zealand.
respect.
Well, he could go to both places.
I'm just careful. I apologize to any of our Kiwi listeners. Jonah Lamu, I do know, is from New Zealand, not Australia. Jesse, he speaks out of turn.
Well, what I mean is he could visit Australia and fight crime.
Not as fast as you think. It takes a long time. Like, he kind of does his thing in New Zealand.
In the bat plane.
Now, the question is, would Jonah Lamu or fucking Batman win in a fight if the fight was a game of rugby? And the follow-up question is, would Batman have time to prep?
Well, both, because you have both teams, have their game plans and stuff. So
no, I'm
Alfred
just saying
has to give him a pep talk.
No, Jonah Lamu knows how to play rugby. Batman does not. Would Batman be given time to prep for a rugby game in order to beat Jonah Lamu?
Does Batman pick his team and
no? That's implied. Well, that's implied in the question of the prep time. Okay. Now, what we're dancing around here, of course, this rugby content is just for everybody. Everybody understands what we're talking about here.
Scrums, tries, all your favorite things.
Jonah Lamu and Batman actually could be on the same team because Jonah Lamu is part of the New Zealand national team, and they are the All Blacks. And Batman,
I am the Blacks.
Exactly. I am the All Blacks. He's got a kind of a nighttime vibe. He wears a dark suit. I'm saying that Jonah Lamu could be a great Batman, and Batman could be a bench player for the New Zealand rugby team, is what I'm saying. They wouldn't bring him in very often, but if he had time to prep, he'd do well. I'm sorry. Where were we going with that? Why'd you do that to me?
Oh, we're thinking
sports game.
Yeah, sports superheroes.
God damn it, Johnny. I'm mad at you now. Okay. So, David, now is the time to second guess yourself. Do you have something that you want to change on your list to appeal to the final chat vote for the ultimate list of superhero games?
Yeah.
No.
No, you feel good?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Then make your honorable mentions.
I do want to throw out the
Make
Superman.
them about 90 seconds.
I do want to throw out the Superman arcade game that was done by, I think, Taito. Not Superman 64, but there was an arcade beat 'em up where you could play as Superman, and the player 2 character was like a red palette swap of Superman, so people assume that it's Captain Marvel. But yeah, it's probably one of, if not the best Superman video games, because for some reason Superman just doesn't make great games.
The place I used to do stand up at had that machine in their little back area. They had that machine, like a Bloody Roar machine, and they even had that Spider-Man game where you can play as Namor, which was really weird.
They had that at shit. What was the con we went to? Magfest.
Magfest, yeah.
Yeah.
X-Men
That's a
arcade
good one
game.
too.
No.
Oh, damn.
No, the Spider-Man game where you can play as Spider-Man and his best friends, Black Cat, Hawkeye, and Namor.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like he's only really friends with one of those people. The other person he probably plays like poker with at poker night. And then
Right.
the other person would probably hate being around him.
He has like no interaction with.
Yeah. Yeah. Question: Is Spider-Man Black Cat? Are they at a friends with benefits level, or is it just friends?
They've fucked around before, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I just I'm not well versed in this stuff.
I mean, look
there's
at them.
definitely exactly.
They're
It's
both
like when
in
you
their
see
prime.
just like two athletic people. It's like those people should touch their bodies together. Good for them. God. So Jesse, time for honorable mentions or time to make a swap. Do you want to get rid of Marvel Snap, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage for a
I'm
different
pretty happy
game?
with my list.
Pretty satisfied. Okay, then just have some honorable mentions.
I think I'm going to, for my honorable mention, it's called Spider-Man. I think it was Shattered Dimensions. It was either that or Edge of the Spider-Verse.
yeah.
It's one of those games, but like you get to play as like 4 different Spider-Man. You get to play Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, and Noir Spider-Man, and it's pretty cool. Like all the Web of Shadows. Oh my God! Hey, HCO he just saved me. But yeah, Web of Shadows. That game was really fucking cool. Like, I remember specifically there was this level where you fight Deadpool on like a game show, and it's just typical Deadpool saying really stupid stuff about the fourth wall and whatever, and it's perfect.
Word.
Oh, I guess it is Shadows. Both of those games are very similar.
I like that. I like that. Hey, HCO is trying to really keep you on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, both games sound good. But yeah,
I remember I thought it was really cool because they brought in like
It is Shattered.
voice actors from Spider-Man stuff. Like Neil Patrick Harris voiced Spider-Man on like some weird MTV cartoon. He played the main Spider-Man. I think they got the guy from the 90s cartoon to be like Spider-Man Noir. And I think the guy from the 80s Spider-Man cartoon was Spider-Man 2099. But yeah.
Well, this game has Madam Web in it.
I was gonna make a Madam Web joke. I was gonna ask who plays Madam Web, but then they're actually in the game. Oh my God!
The circle is complete. Yeah, let's see. We got Neil Patrick Harris as Peter Parker, the Amazing
Wow.
Spider-Man. Christopher
wow.
Daniel Barnes as Spider-Man Noir. Let's see. Dan Gilvezan as Miguel O'Hara. Josh Keaton as Ultimate Spider-Man.
I forgot they had Keaton.
Let's see. John DiMaggio was the Rhino.
Figures.
And the Hammerhead, I think. Let's see. Steve Bloom was Hobgoblin. Silvermane. Oh, Hobgoblin 2099. Silvermane 2099. Noir Vulture and Vulture 2099.
Good.
Oh, Jim Cummings. He was
Hell yeah.
Craven the Hunter, Noir Goblin, Noir Boomerang. Ooh. And Tinker.
Wait, is Jim Cummings Winnie the Pooh?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
He was also-
everybody.
He's also Craven the Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, bother.
Oh bother.
Spider-Man's at it again. Oh, bother.
Oh yeah, I must kill the ultimate game.
Oh, my God, guys. Wait
Cool,
till you hear
man.
who plays Electro. You ready? I hope you're
Yeah,
sitting
is it
down,
Nolan North?
butthead, because it's Thomas F. Wilson.
Nice.
Hey, butthead.
Say
All
hi to
right,
your
Johnny,
mom
hold
for
on.
me.
Real quick, yeah. Let's just imagine a Back to the Future in which Biff is also Electro.
Yeah.
You're saying that
Lights
like
out.
you're saying that like I don't imagine that every single day of my life.
I'm saying, do you think it would have complicated things or made returning to the future more simple? Since he could have just given him the 1.21 gigawatts.
Do you think it would have complicated things if the main bully had electrical powers? I feel like yes, that would
I
have
don't know, maybe.
complicated things.
But he also, again, could have. They didn't need the lightning storm. He could have just fucking hopped in the DeLorean himself and gone Back to the Future. Think about it.
Yeah,
Is Electro powerful enough to power the flux capacitor?
I think he
yeah.
can produce 1.21 gigawatts easy in his sleep. I think he sneezes.
In his sleep?
He sneezes 1.21 gigawatts.
Okay, crazy ass.
Yeah, this
I'm into it.
Shadow Dimensions is great. It's a great game.
Word. Okay, so it's time for my honorable mentions / get rid of something. I'm gonna go ahead, since nobody else really seems to want to get rid of anything in a serious manner, like me and Johnny. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is a game I love very much. But I feel like this list so far doesn't have as much DC representation as it could. So I'm going to delete Marvel Ultimate Alliance and give it to one of my honorable mentions, the Fantastic Injustice 2. A fantastic fighting game starring DC characters that is just a lot of fun, and they do a lot of crazy shit, and there's a lot of crazy characters in that. David, did you ever play Injustice 2? I know you hate Injustice, but did you play Injustice 2?
I wish with every fiber of my being that I liked Injustice 2, because it's everything that I would want out of a DC fighting game, except for microtransactions and how it plays.
Well, sure. Wait, I like how it plays. I mean, it's a solid engine. You don't like the modern Mortal Kombat games?
I couldn't really get into it.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe I need to try it again, but the fact that they have your classic characters, Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, but they also do some not necessarily obscure characters, but characters who are a deeper cut to mainstream, like Gorilla Grodd's in the game, Atrocitus. That's pretty fucking cool. They have
Atrocitus has a kitty cat.
He does. And then when you add the DLC, adding in like Sub-Zero and Raiden, which is cool, the Ninja Turtles and Hellboy,
yes,
pretty fucking cool.
Thank you for making all my points for me, David. I mean, really, like as the DC expert, you're really justifying this swap. I mean, it's a fighting game in which you can play as Gorilla Grodd or fucking Black Manta or Swamp Thing, fucking Scarecrow. It's got a lot of fun shit in it, and I don't even like DC Comics all that much. I like Batman and some other stuff, but this game's just it's a blast. And if you don't like the clunky Mortal Kombat engine, you probably will bounce off this. And if you have deep-seated moral objections to, I don't know, Superman being a red-eyed villain, like David might have, then you might bounce off of this. But the game is a lot of fun.
I forgot this does have one thing that I think is really cool is you can get different costumes and character skins, and then they have, I think they're called premium skins, where it doesn't change the moveset, but it changes the character. So you have Captain Cold, but then you can also play as Mr. Freeze, and you can play as the Jay Garrick Flash or John Stewart Green Lantern. That was pretty cool.
Yep. David, how do you feel about the ultimate moves in this? How do you feel about the only one that I really give a shit about, the Flash's ultimate move in Injustice 2?
One of the greatest super moves of any game ever.
Okay, yes, good. Just making sure that we're all aware of that, because yes, it is. Running characters through time and slamming them into the Sphinx, and then slamming them into a dinosaur, and then slamming them into themselves right before you start the super move. It's next level shit. It's good shit. That's the thing. This game, it's It's some real good shit. So yeah, I'm swapping Injustice 2 into my number 3 spot. All right, so we have now come to the part of the show where it's time to make the ultimate list. The chat is going to vote on their picks for the top 3. I need to know. That's the thing. No, it's not who made the best list. We can determine that with a chat poll. That's great. But no, the chat has to pick the top 3. But before they do, there is one last segment that must be done. Everybody has the chance now to eliminate someone else's pick that they don't feel is worthy of being considered for the final list. So we will start with John Regan on that. Johnny, what game would you like to eliminate from the list before everybody votes on the final list?
Mega Man Soccer.
God damn it, Johnny. You're not supposed to vote for yourself. But I fully support you in this case. No, you're right to do it, Johnny. So Mega Man Soccer has been eliminated. Thank you for really considering yourself and your own contributions to this. All right. So after that, David, what game do you feel does not warrant being included on this final list?
Mega Man Soccer.
No, you can't do that. It's already been eliminated. You have to eliminate a different pick.
Can he not eliminate? Is that also an option?
No, he must eliminate.
Oh, okay.
I can't uneliminate. God damn it, Mega Man Soccer deserves to be the best superhero game.
You may not re-eliminate.
I don't want to sit here and like find ways to eat up time. Part of me thinks it should be on the list because of the deep cuts and the representation, but yeah, I have a thing about evil Superman. I'm sorry, Injustice 2, I have to take it off.
After all that, okay, fair enough. Injustice 2, it's gone. I never should have made that change because you wouldn't have eliminated Marvel Ultimate Alliance, would you?
Probably not.
No, probably not. Jesse, what's your elimination?
Batman Returns. The game just it's stupid.
Damn, dude. Thwarting the fucking tuna vote by eliminating one of their picks.
Look, when they had the opportunity to pick a third number game, the choices were Batman Returns and Superman 64. So obviously the tunas weren't taking this seriously. So I'm gonna take it double serious.
Okay, word. Man, so for my elimination, it's a tough one. But I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of well covered on the Ninja Turtles front. So I'm going to eliminate Ninja Turtles in Time.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I like to make things strange for the purposes of the show. Okay, it's time now for the chat. Do we ask the chat for elimination, or do we just ask them to vote on what they think is the top 3 games?
Do we even?
I don't know if we can make a poll that big.
We can't. We have 5 options for the poll.
Right. So I think we're just going to have to give it a couple of minutes and compile some chat votes. Johnny, do you have time to pull up a notepad? And,
how? I still don't see. How do we vote for rank?
Yes. The polls don't really have a. I don't think polls have an option.
There's no ranked choice polling, is there?
No, I don't think we can come up with a poll that'll result in 1, 2, 3.
We could.
I guess we could just ask everybody in the chat to list their 1, 2, 3 and kind of sort it from there.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can take, seriously, 5 minutes and compile a 1, 2, 3 from the people in the chat. We do not have that many people chatting with us to determine this final list. So, now is the time.
Let me pop
chat.
up a notepad here.
Yeah, Twitch chat, it's time to vote on the, your third, second, and first ranked games.
You know what we could do?
Please, Jesse, tell us.
We could put a poll for our top, our 3 game. Everyone's 3 game, and then they vote on the best 3 game, then we do a poll for the best 2 game based on our.
Well, no,
2
but
game.
if they think that fucking one of our number 3 games is number 1, then that's their prerogative. That's the thing. They now choose from the games available what is the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Johnny, turn up the music a little bit for the chat and encourage them to vote. We have 5 minutes to compile some stuff. This will obviously be edited out for the podcast version.
Pee break.
Indeed.
All right, yeah. So Chad, I guess just punch in your, like just like Fox just did. Who's your number 1? What's your number 2? What's your number 3? Turn up the music a bit. There we go.
This is good. This is real good. We're having fun. It's good to see Fox back in the chat. Fox Mulder
Yeah.
in the chat, man. I have not been looking at the chat tonight, but yeah, Fox, great to see you, man. Miss you.
Okay. Man, music's pretty sweet. Oh.
Yeah, what's playing right now, Johnny?
Wolverine levels 1, 3, 5, and 7.
Oh yeah, dude. Tim Fallon on the NES Wolverine. You gotta love it. Fox, we're doing fantastic, man. We're doing our thing, having a lot of fun. We appreciate you showing back up. Love to see you. Wait, is Tasty making fun of me for popping off my fucking Captain America shirt? That shit was hot. Really hot, goddammit. All right, Johnny, you compiling these?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm writing down 2.
For sake of ease, just, number 1 things get 3 points, number 2 get 2, number 3 gets 1, whatever gets the most points, we rank them, blah, blah, blah. All right, I still got time. I'm going to go put back on my Captain America shirt.
Making a quick spreadsheet here. Bear with me so I can figure out this points thing that John just came up with. Someone's got to remind me though what it actually was in a second.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see, Children of the Atom.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1 for 1, 2, 3.
There's Marvel Snap. Hulk, City of Heroes. Manhattan. Children of the Atom. Yep. Green Lantern. And Marvel Superheroes. Okay, so let's see here. So we'll have a column for number 1, number 2, number 3. So let's see. Turtles got one number 1.
All right, you're not going to count them up live on the thing, right? We're going to reveal them.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll okay, yeah. Give me a second then. I won't say it as I do it here.
It'll be a tie for 3rd, I think.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
I'm out.
That was the funniest thing.
I got tired of this.
I'm enjoying it. Fuck.
Yep. Oops. Wrong tab.
So I think we have a tie for 2nd.
I'm almost there. I'm not. I'm figuring this out.
How many votes we got?
Good question. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people voting here. So I'm running out some formulas real quick. So let's see. This is going to be B2 times 3 plus C2
Whoa, Johnny's doing formulas.
times 2 plus B2 times 1. And then we just copy paste that down.
We can't vote, right?
2 Too late, because I already made the spreadsheet. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. So let me just double check here. So that's okay. There's number 1, and then that's number 2, and then we got a tie for third. All right, turn on the music. All right, guys, I've tabulated the scores. Are you guys ready?
Were we supposed to hear the music or no?
No.
No. The music's just for the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So we have tied for third. We got two entries here.
Okay, hold on, Johnny, real quick. Scroll your little window down so that it's on the live stream there. I've made a large formatted thing for the final list. I will be punching them in as you reveal them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Give me okay, give me a second. Shit, wait. Sorry. Okay, here we go. I'll just make that 0, and then I can change this. Scroll down. Oh, wait. I'm scrolling the wrong thing. Hold on. Sorry, guys. First time doing this. Okay.
Hey, that's the beauty of it, baby.
Where's my tab that I'm showing? Here it is.
Do it live.
I love this show.
We're gonna fuck it and do it live.
Got it. Okay. Here we go. I got to pull
Johnny,
it on screen.
It's time to reveal the chat's vote. The chat are the people that voted on this final poll. What is the number 3 game on the list of the best superhero games?
Ever.
So we have a tie. Coming in with 4 points each. We have Marvel Snap and Children of the Atom.
That's solid number 3.
Yeah.
You know, both good picks. Good job, chat. All right, number 2.
Number
Let's
2,
have it.
coming in with 5 points, is Incredible Hulk.
Okay, you should not be announcing how many points it has because it makes it more unimpressive for the podcast version. But yes, the chat has voted. And number 2, Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction for the GameCube, PS2, Xbox. Fantastic pick. Congratulations, David. You got the number 2 spot.
Thank you.
Yes.
Coming in the number 1 spot.
Here we go. I'm waiting
With
bated breath.
with more points than all the
Nope.
others.
There you go. That's a good way to phrase it. The most points.
Is Batman Arkham City.
Yes, chat. I had faith in you.
Nice.
And you delivered.
Good pick.
Yes, thank you. I knew it was a good pick. It's a solid pick. It's a populist pick. Fucking a very, very, very good game that a lot of people like. And I'm happy that I chose the number 1 pick. Congratulations, David, on choosing the number 2 pick. I feel like that's a great showing for Ultimate Destruction. Jesse, great job on Marvel Snap. Chat, great job on Children of the Atom. And Johnny, great job eliminating yourself from the competition. All in all, a great overall list. That's the list of the greatest superhero games: Batman Arkham City, Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and Marvel Snap and X-Men Children of the Atom. Just, fantastic all around list.
I will say Marvel Superheroes is kind of like a spiritual successor, pseudo sequel to Children of the Atom, so I'm gonna give myself credit for 2 and 3.
Is that what you're gonna do? Is that really? Fucking, you're gonna take credit for 2 spots on here, huh? It wasn't good enough for you to choose the number 2 game of the whole thing. You're gonna give yourself extra credit. You're not gonna give our chat credit.
All these games can be traced to Mega Man Soccer. So I'm going to give myself credit for the whole list.
Oh, God. Johnny, you know what your downfall was? Eliminating Captain Novolin.
Yeah,
To be fair, chat probably would have voted Captain Novolin as the winner.
If you want to play to our idiot fucking fan base, you never should have eliminated Captain Novolin.
I want to get like the raw audio file so I can edit variants like, yes, chat, I knew I had faith in you, our idiot fucking fan base.
I'm just saying, It's the internet. You have to play to the dipshit crowd with games like Captain Novolin, and I thought Johnny understood that. You don't swap Mega Man Soccer for Captain Novolin. That's a dipshit pick for a dipshit pick, Johnny. You're supposed to lose fucking X-Men for fucking Mega Man Soccer or something, but it's fine. This is a fantastic list. Our chat came through with flying colors. Fantastic voting, fantastic list. The definitive list, frankly. Everybody check your local library for these games. These are the games. If you want to play a game featuring a superhero, these are the games that you're looking for. Good list. Good list. We should do another one. We should do one
right now.
Maybe more. Yeah, exactly. Let's start the show again. Episode 4 beta.
4. This was 6.
Yeah, fucking no. This is beta 3. Fucking, we need to do games based on superheroes that aren't in comic books. What are you gonna do about it? That's the next one.
Lego Incredibles.
See, David's ready.
Tasty in the chat has a pretty good idea. Bring us some guest hosts to act as sort of the arbitrators of everything.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Actually, looping the users in, guest appearances, things like that. We can think about that going forward. But for now, it's been a great show. It's been a great list. It's been a great goof off night of Game That Tune. I like it. I like our little discussions. I like our drafts and our lists, and I think we're gonna keep doing silly shit like this because it's fun to just kind of hang, goof with you guys, and do that good shit. So thank you guys for the list. Thank you, chat, for voting, and thank you everybody for listening. We want to, of course, thank our patrons. Patreon.com/GameThatTune. It's the home for awesome exclusives. Go there. Give us some bucks. We'll probably put your choices on any future polls in these drafting / list episodes. If that's something that's important to you, consider supporting us. Want to give a shout out to our absurd fans. Talking about Daniel Perky, Taylor Y, Sam L, Phoenix Tier 2121, Beast Pond, and the Kerrigan. Fantastic group. Great fans that we've got. And great fans that we've got here chatting with us. We're live Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Twitch.tv/GameThatTune. We love you guys listening. We're in podcast form in your podcast devices Tuesday mornings. GameThatTune.com or anywhere that you get your podcasts. We love you guys listening. It's been an all-around great show. I really enjoyed this, guys. This this concept, it might have some legs. I think we gotta keep it going. We gotta refine it. We gotta work on it. But I think we've got a lot of fun in the future here on Game That Tune in the casual weeks. So I don't know how we land this show. I don't have like an outro or a bonus tune or anything like that planned.
Well, I was going to raid somebody.
That's a great idea, Jesse. Let's play to the Twitch audience. Let's do a raid, baby. So what do you got in mind?
I always love watching your old dad. He does game shows and old commercials, and it's a good time.
Yes. Your old dad, he's a great Twitch raid, great follow. Perhaps one day he'll appear on Game That Tune, maybe in the game show version, maybe in the casual version. I don't know what his opinions are on anything besides game shows right now. So maybe we do a list episode in the future about best game show games, and your old dad shows up for Game That Tune, or maybe we just do a normal show at some point. But great game, great show, great tunes, great games. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Jesse, hit the Twitch raid, and we'll see you next week for the main show. What's the next theme? Wet games. Wet games on next week's Game That Tune. We love you guys. Peace out, everybody.